If all lives truly mattered, we would never have to say Black Lives Matter. And some of you want to say, oh, Black Lives Matter, they're a hate group. That is absolutely some poppycock. And that's a question I posed to folks in my classes. I asked this question, I said, who controls the black community? Wrong. The media controls the black community. The media controls the black community. The media feeds to us images of who they want us to be. So it becomes self-fulfilling prophecies. Some of y'all remember from the 90s, for example, when we had positive music images that were coming out, giving us a sense of pride, that how the media later on began to push people away from doing things like that to now go on to the things that were destructive. And guess what has happened? The children of some of you right now have fulfilled that prophecy fully, because they now spit out all the madness also of hatred and all the other stuff too, of destruction, because they've been controlled by the media. Yes, self-fulfilling prophecy, so it happens. They didn't want you to put out good things about who you are, put out negative things about who you are. And they pumped it into your head to do that for some money. Who controls the Caucasian community in the United States? Wrong, the media. The media feeds to you these images of black folks and you buy into it. You tend to think that black folks don't want anything, they want handouts. Who in this nation has got more handouts than anyone? Caucasians have got more handouts than anyone in the society. So logically, you can't be saying that about black folks. Corporations got more handouts than anybody in the society, even during this pandemic. Corporations, not the people. Have you ever heard of something called redlining? Where banks would not even make loans or would not allow black folks to live in certain neighborhoods, but they have put Caucasians in certain neighborhoods and made sure that they got bank loans, that even if they didn't have the same type of collateral, didn't even have the same type of financial resources, that they made sure that they got that. Veterans after World War II getting benefits that African-American benefits could not get, or Caucasian veterans, that is. So again, homesteading. Some of you talking about your lands that your family have owned in your families since the 1800s in Montana and Wyoming, Oklahoma. Homesteading. That was a corporate that was a government handout. You never pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. That's a lie. But you play the game. But the media portrays this about black folks wanting handouts. Caucasians have more handouts than anyone else. So we need good Caucasians right now to stand up and become allies to this struggle with regards to black humanity, African humanity here. So then that way truly all lives can matter. Because as it stands, as long as the lives of African people amount to only that of a bug, because that's what they have done. They have shown you that now the lives of black folks only amount to that life of like the life of a bug that you squish. And some of y'all sit back, look at it on television, then you justify and rationalize that behavior. Even some crazed black folks do the same thing, justifying it. What did they do wrong? They didn't do anything wrong. And as I shared with someone earlier, even if a young African-American, old African-American, middle-aged African-American comply with what an officer says, they still get brutalized. So it doesn't even matter if you comply, because your life doesn't matter, because it's like the life of a bug. You know, some of you are more concerned about the life of a dog or a cat, even a horse, as opposed to the lives of African people. That is shameful, that is despicable, and I want to use some profanity, but I'm not going to use profanity. Give you an example of something. The Arabs in Baltimore, some of y'all know about the Arabs. They go around on horse-drawn wagons. You know, there are people more concerned about the horses in Baltimore with the Arabs than about the children. Oh, excuse me. The Arabs, when they are traveling, they have fresh fruits and vegetables. And when they are traveling throughout the streets of Baltimore, they are going into neighborhoods that are food deserts. Folks were more concerned about the horses in Baltimore and their condition than about black children in black neighborhoods that had no supermarkets there. The Arabs were the one that was still sustaining those communities with that. But folks came at them with policies. See, that's what it is. Black lives don't matter, no matter where we are in this nation. Our lives must matter now because we can no longer tolerate this. So you all get upset about what people are doing. That's just a symptom of the illness that's going on. This is a sick society that we have sick people running it and justifying the wrong that they do to African people, from the media to our politicians. And they go along with it's all together, the economics. Look at Savannah, Georgia, Hilton Head Island, Bluffton, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. Look at the economics with regards to home ownership and the values of homes in black communities compared to Caucasian communities, when the homes are similar. Brookings Institute did a study on that and showed the disparities, not just here, but across the entire country. But the top 5 were right here in this area, what we know as the Gullah Geechee area. Showing you the disparities, economic disparities. That is a handout being given to folks. It is a way to make sure that other people are able to have wealth for them, and other people are still impoverished or they're limited. Yeah, all lives need to matter, but black lives got to matter too. And again, like I said, people can't come at me about blue lives mattering. Guess what? I got law enforcement officers in my family. My father was an MP in the military. So when I talk about this, the trolls and anyone else, you can't come at me with that stupidity. Now, there are other black folks who are stupid like that and they engage you because they are afraid. That don't apply to me. I will use some profanity, but I'm not going to say that don't apply to me. Because again, those who have understanding, we're going to teach civilization to the uncivilized. And your ignorance will no longer be allowed to be spouted out. We need good people, good Caucasians, good black folks who have heart to not stand up and speak out. We need good Latinos, good Asians to not stand up against us. Because there's some other people who sustain the same thing worse than us. That's Native Americans. We need to stand up with regard to what's happening to them. Be truthful about this right here. We need a change in this society because we have sickness leading us right now. Oh, excuse me, during the pandemic, guess what's happening? The Arabs, the same black folks that they were trying to oppress and repress in Baltimore, guess what they're doing? They are taking fresh fruits and vegetables and foods into the black communities in Baltimore, into those impoverished neighborhoods, the food deserts. They're doing that. See, that's what happened. We come to the rescue of all people. We come to the rescue when we are able to flourish, when we have equality, when we have equity. And some of y'all are so afraid of equity because of your greed, because of your corporate handouts that you've gotten, your governmental handouts that you've gotten, that you want to try to blame on some other people about welfare. You have had welfare for generations in this nation, and it needs to change because our lives do matter. Black lives matter. All lives matter. We understand that. That's a given. Oh, no, it's not. Because they still squish us like we're bugs. Take the life out of us.